is the best or your favorite part of this year?
The best thing about kindergarten is that I have friends to play with. The best part of the kindergarten is technology class.
If we're lucky and we get all the gators in the jar, we sometimes get to go outside and have an extra recess.
To do the gingerbread hunt.
The gingerbread hunt?
Making new friends and seeing Mrs. Brown.
Yeah.
My favorite part about first grade was choice time. The best thing about first grade is I get to play with my friends at recess.
That this year I made a lot of friends that are really fun to play with.
There are more fun activities, like for two examples, we do science, which sometimes for science we get to discover rocks and plant things.
The best thing about first grade is having a desk because it can open and you can put a lot of things in, but sometimes it gets messy, and that's what happened to me when I have a desk. And you can put a lot of things in it, and a friend can help you organize it, or you can organize it yourself. And it's really fun to be in first grade, so I hope you like it next year. Bye-bye. My favorite part about first grade is reading. The best thing about first grade is playing outside.
The best part of second grade was I got to be with all of my friends and my teacher.
The best part of second grade was when I had a great friend and I had a great teacher.
Thanks for the awesome year, Gleason Lake.
Part about second grade is, well, I really like seeing my friends, and every year I get to meet a new teacher, and they're always super nice. So yeah, bye.
Recess and the end of the day, a free time at the end of the day.
The best thing in third grade is that you get to have Zoom meetings.
The teacher or the kids, and math, maybe?
That you could be with your friends.
Probably the teachers teaching us everything.
The best part about third grade is making new friends and just being a year older than the year before.
The best part about this year is that I get to see my family more.
Hello, everybody.
The best thing about any grade is
That you can make new friends.
Part of being in fifth grade, I think, was just being like the oldest in the school and having the time to like hang out with your friends and having really nice teachers.
As meeting new friends and going on the ski trip.
That your teachers trust you more, and that you have more. They give you more free time because they trust you with your responsibilities.
Being able to hang out with my friends, and also that we did the ski trip. That was fun.
The best part of fifth grade is definitely the fifth grade ski trip.
I would also say the science fair. It is nice to present your work and see how much people appreciate it.
One of the best parts about fifth grade is that you get to do the science fair.
The best thing about fifth grade is the skiing trip at the beginning of the year. And the hardest thing is that I won't get to go here again.
What would you do if you were a teacher and the students weren't listening to you?
First, I would whistle like 3 times, and if they still wouldn't, if they wouldn't pay attention, I would do. And if they still didn't pay attention, like
Sometimes what my teacher does, she has a bell and then she rings it and then everybody has to stay and listen to her.
I would wait because it's not nice to ignore someone when they're talking. So I would give them a mark each time when they don't listen, and then if they got 10 marks, they would miss the recess.
I would give them 2 warnings, and if they don't listen, I would give them 1 final warning. And if they still don't listen, I would send them to the principal's office.
I would tell them to sit down, and if they weren't listening, I would make them come up in front of the board and see if they were listening and answer the question.
I would wait because they'd miss out on the fun stuff and learn their lessons. So
I would do, and if they didn't listen, I would put this up, and if that didn't listen, I would put fingers up, and if they didn't listen to that, then I would cancel 30 minutes of extra recess.
For example, if Aaron wasn't listening, then I would write his name on the board. And every time he wasn't listening, I would write a mark. And however many marks he has at the end of the day, that's how many times he has to sit out for something.
What does your teacher say or do a lot?
My teacher does a lot of rotations. So one is reading from your book box, and then there's one that you can write, and and there's a journal you can write about, but sometimes you get different activities, and you can do word work, like lots of little activities, and then iPads you can do for activities. Bye!
My teacher says, capiche, and then we say kaposh.
Do nice handwriting.
To be continued.
Mr. White always checks in to make sure you are doing okay. He does a lot of little things that make a big difference and to make learning fun.
She says, for writing assignments, don't stop until you're proud. She says, use what you know, and we all say, find out what you don't know, and Miss Bjerk does.
What made you laugh or smile today?
Today was playing badminton, and when I was stretching out really far to try to get it, and I was so close and I didn't hit it.
Oh, a funny show that a cat was doing funny stuff.
Watching ducks waddle in our yard, and I think there was 11 of them.
My dog makes me laugh every day.
When my brother fell backwards over into the sandbox.
Smelling like a gym sock dipped in mayonnaise. Woo!
If you could make one rule, what would it be?
The rule would be that everyone has to have love in their body.
I would make that everybody had to respect nature.
To not litter because I don't want us to be extinct.
Would choose be kind because it's nice being kind and nice making new friends.
That the Olympics would happen every 2 years instead of 4 years, because it's fun to watch.
Everybody has to play basketball at least one day a week.
Would be no littering because of littering in the ocean, animals are dying every single day.
I would do no smoking because that's a bad hobby and it's just really bad for you.
That everyone should follow the rules of being kind
and nice to each other.
Everybody gets to go out of the classroom and you can do whatever they want. Because then people in the school would love me.
It would be to obey the golden rule of kindness, which is treat others the way you want to be treated.
That everyone had to treat others the way that you want to be treated.
I would make a rule to stop polluting because it's bad for the environment.
Just use kind words, say compliments.
I'd make a rule that everybody has to play sports for at least 1 hour every week. I'd make this rule because sports are good for you and people should stay active.
Children would have the choice to have chocolate milk every day, not just on Fridays. Thank you.
What would you teach your class about if you were a teacher?
And if I could teach anything tomorrow, it would definitely be contortion or gymnastics.
Sports, how to play like hockey and baseball.
Said I would teach them how to make ice cream from scratch. I would teach them that because it's educational and it's fun to learn.
If I were a teacher, I would teach my class about dogs.
All about hamsters and the correct care for them, since actually not a lot of people know the correct care for hamsters, and I'd love to teach it. So if any of the students got a hamster in the near future, they would know the correct care for the hamster and not let the cute little hammy have to suffer.
I would teach my class about aviation because I really like airplanes, and I teach them about my two favorite airplanes, the Cirrus SR-22 and the Cessna 172.
What advice would you give to next year's students?
My advice for kindergarten is to be nice and make friends.
I have some advices for kindergarteners. To be nice and kind and treat each other how you want to be treated.
I would say have fun and good luck. Kindergarten is really fun.
I would give, don't worry kid, it's very easy.
And my advice to first graders next year would be nice, and the first grade teachers are really nice. I would tell them that it's going to be fun and that your friends are going to be really nice and your teacher's really nice.
Try hard in second grade.
Work hard and try your best.
I hope that they're not a bully and they're nice to other kids in this school and have lots of friends.
Work hard and have fun. My advice for you for third grade is to make good friend groups and to be nice to everyone.
Is to not give up if you make a mistake, because there is always a next time. Bye.
That you can make friends very easily.
I would recommend trying out for student council because you get to do a lot of fun things.
What I would tell people going into 5th grade next year is that it's not much harder, and you get to switch classrooms. You do science with Mrs. Breyer if you're in like Mrs. Lozano. You switch around a lot. And there's more field trips. You can go on a skiing field trip and a swimming field trip.
I would say work hard, have fun, and if you're not good at something right now, keep practicing and you'll get better.